Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here. Today I'm back at the church parking lot, and I have my Eflite Viper with me today. And if you guys watch that video, like many have, I hit a light post down here not that long ago, and boy, it did some damage to that wing. So we're hoping this thing will hold together, and this is kind of gonna be like a maiden again. But I got the battery shifted clear back as far as I can get it. I do have a 4,500 milliamp hour battery, so it is quite heavy in this plane. But I got it shifted back as far as I can, hoping that we can get a decent flare on the landing. I've had my share of bad landings with this thing, so I'm hoping for a great one. I know the title for the live isn't right. We'll get that fixed as soon as I get this thing back on the ground, and let's get this thing in the air and see what I can do. I see lots of guys hopped on today, and my mom. So I do appreciate it, guys. And I love my mom. She's very supportive. And, of course, like many, my dad brought this hobby to me. And I do appreciate him for doing that, because he got me started when I was just a teenager. And I am in my 40s. In fact, I've never thought that I would fly an EDF jet. But here I am, and I do love these things. That landing gear is not the straightest, but yeah, if you hit a lamppost, you probably wouldn't be too straight either. So I think I got her lined up for the takeoff. The wind is at an angle today, so I think this is my best alignment. We're going to go with one click on the flaps to help it lift into the air. And then, of course, when I get coming back down this way, I'll raise the gear and put the flaps back up. All right, I think she's ready.
Timer start.
That worked. All right. Get the gear up. And flaps up. I do have her in high rates. It'll look pretty decent. I am just a little over half throttle right now. And it's been a while since I flew a jet, so I'm not sure we'll get a full speed pass. Trying to feel it out. It's not a super sunny day today, and so I got them blue skies with the white, which just about perfectly matches the airplane. Makes it kind of challenging, but it is flying pretty good. I'm pretty happy. We do have a decent amount of wind today, so she's handling the wind pretty good. Yeah, this is working out. So I must have did an okay job putting it together. Nothing's falling apart yet. The wing was almost completely separated in half. Only the spar holding it together. So I used hot glue on everything except for one of the flaps completely ripped off, and I used that I can't think of what it's called, but it's a glue that Rich from the RC Informer suggests for hinge lines. I did have to order it from Amazon, and it took a little while, but it works great. I bought some little syringes with a special plastic tip to really get a fine point. Yeah, so let's bring it back around. We'll go full flaps here. See what it looks like. About half throttle. I'm not going to slow it down much more than that. So I think one flap's dropping a little more than the other, so we're not going to, yeah, we are going to land that way, but we'll bring it back around, make sure the gear's down. I'm a little over half throttle. I can see it is working against me a little bit on the roll, so I will have to do some adjustments. Gear's down, so let's circle back around for the landing. And
Timer expired.
I am going to do a little bit of work to get this thing on the ground safely.
Timer stop.
Here we go.
Timer start. Timer stop.
Oh, nice big bounce.
Timer stop.
We're going to stay on the ground. It looks like,
Timer stop.
yeah, I'm going to have to go get it because the front wheel's not straight now. But I got a decent flight out of it. We're back on the ground safely. And whatever I did to it, I can fix. Just need a little bit longer runway for the landing so that I can feel more comfortable bringing it in. I really need to get a lighter battery in there and see what kind of landing I can get with a lighter battery. Guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in to see how the Eflite did after the Viper did after my repair. It flew great, but I need to make sure them flaps are lined up a little better. One is definitely coming down farther and making it want to roll. So that whole landing, I was having to fight it with the ailerons just a little bit to try and straighten it out. And by having to do all that extra work, it made it a little harder. And so I had a little bit of a rough landing, but we're down on the ground, still in one piece. I'll get that landing gear straightened out, get the flaps straightened out. You'll be ready to do some high-speed passes. And I just about got the other Viper that's orange and black and white. Almost have it back together for its comeback tour. And we'll see how that goes. If you guys remember that video, it's been quite a while now. I was down in Kentucky with the sailors, and I talked Nate into hand launching that thing, and it went right in the ground. And yeah, that wasn't so good, but we got this Viper back in the air. I've been wanting to fly a jet, and the F-16, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's waiting for something special. I don't want to fly it until I get my fire booty in there, or whatever that thing's called, the Guniac cells. I have one of those coming on the way, and when we get that in there, that's going to look super cool, watching the F-16 take off with lights coming out of the back like big old flames, you know. So I appreciate everybody tuned in today, including Kevin, a little bit late. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.